before we talk about the movie, of course, I am a huge fan. The original, the first one. I remember I saw it with my girlfriend not that long ago and just absolutely thought it was great. And of course, the second one, which I thought was alright. It wasn't terrible, but you know, it was alright. It wasn't good. It was alright. But yeah, this is a rom-com. I don't know if I'd put it in that same realm because it's it's a comedy. I mean, there's romance in it, definitely, but I wouldn't be like, oh, it's a rom-com. It's pretty much of a family comedy more than anything. But let's get right into it. The third and hopefully the last of this trilogy, My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3, a romance comedy drama. After traveling to Greece for a family reunion, a woman attempts to locate her deceased father's childhood friends. The runtime is 91 minutes. The film's rating is PG-13 in color. Film's directed by Nia Vardalos in her first ever direction of this trilogy. And yeah, My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3. I saw the two movies leading up to this one. I was like, alright, say I do watch this, I'll see the original, which I'm glad I did. Honestly, I am grateful for that in a way. Wasn't too grateful for the second film. But yeah, I was like, and my lovely girlfriend decided to pick this movie, so I was like, let's see it. Why not? My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3. Let's go to Greece with the Greeks. And yeah, this film is the weakest one in the trilogy. By all means, I think in a way this is really bad. Like, not a good movie by all means. But I wouldn't put it in a shit list. Because there's some heart in a way. There's something. There's like a little teeny tiny bit of it there hiding in darkness. So that's what makes it go from, and some funny moments, but most of it is just really bad. I did not like this movie by all means. And it's really down to just the comedy in a way. Like, I thought the first one had more funny comedy and also just better heart in this film. Like, again, this film also deals with a loss in the family. Sadly, the actor who played the dad passed away, and it was kind of hard, I can imagine, to do a film without the guy, and also some character plot in a way that they chose for a specific character that was like, okay, I didn't expect to do that. I didn't expect that character trait. But I felt the movie itself could have done more dramatic moments. Like, it could be a comedy. It could be fucking hilarious. But also have that drama in the heart. Because this is a pretty heartfelt film. Like, on paper, this film could be great. But I was watching the movie just thinking, this could have been really good. It could have been good. But it at the end, it does things where it's like, okay, there's heart. And I actually got a little emotional in a way. But it's like far little too late. Like, you should have done that. And it could have been a better movie. When a movie could have been better, that's where the disappointment comes along. And I thought the performances are good by everybody, I would say. The only one I would probably put as a bad performance would be like the young girl who's always saying, #1 Greek, the best. Just saying that shit like 100 times throughout the movie. I'm like, fuck, lady, you said this shit too many times. I'm getting a little tired of it. But all around, the performances are pretty alright. You got the main girl who's of course, the girl, the main character is the girl, the daughter who's, the first one, and she decides to, hey, let's go to Greece, have a family vacation, try to get the family back together in a way, because it's been hard since the loss of the dad. And yeah, she was good in the movie. She was good. She's always good in the movies. I think she's good in this movie. She's funny in specific moments, and yeah, I thought she was good. But I love how I just say but. It's like, okay, I wish they could have done more heart, like drama in a way. I don't know why I expected this for fucking My Greek Wedding 3. But when you have such a loss of an actor, I would think, oh, man, it's going to be hard. Family goes through grief, and it'd be like them dealing with their grief. And I did none of that shit. And there's no grief. There's no fucking dealing with anything. They're just having a good time. I guess they're having a family vacation. But also just like, hey, let's have a little fucking coping. None of that shit. Especially with the mom. The mom is fucking barely in the movie. Because specific things that I don't want to say, because I feel like it'll be spoiler heavy. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, she's good in the movie. The supporting characters, the daughter's back, and she, for some reason, she plays like a girl dealing with like, what is it? Just her. I don't know how to explain it. Like, if she's a high school girl just going through a phase, but the girl's in fucking college, and she's still going through a phase. I'm like, yo, you're a fucking adult now. What are you doing? Like, come on, man. You're going through the high school phase. Come on. She's too old. She's in college. But anyways, yeah, she's fine in the movie. The boyfriend, I mean, they replaced the boyfriend with some guy named Aristotle, but Alex Wolff was the love interest in the last movie, but they realized Alex Wolff is too good of an actor. He's in Oppenheimer. He's in the best movie of the year. So he skipped this one, which, good for him. And yeah, you also got just the other cast members, the brothers there, you know, being funny, being Greek, but he plays like a Greek Italian more than anything for some, I don't know. He's there. Dad, he's good in the movie. It's good seeing the dad. The aunt isn't as annoying in this movie as like the last movie, so that's good. But you subbed her in with fucking number one Greek, we the best. Like saying the same shit on 50 times. So I guess when you have they nerfed her, but they nerfed another girl pretty much. And yeah, all around the performances are alright by everybody. And there's heartfelt moments. I'd say Nia Vardalos and the brother did that pretty well. I'd say that. The brother was good though. I think the brother was good. He was good in the movie. The direction by Nia Vardalos is, I'd say the film is, I don't know if it's the direction or just maybe the editing, I can't say, but the direction's alright. There's a pace. I'm glad it's not too long. It's like an hour or something and a half or some shit. Good pace, keep it there. You go too long, you're asking for too much for me. But yeah, I mean, it's alright. The direction's okay. The writing by her is not great. Of course, she wrote the movie and directed it. She wrote and directed it. But yeah, she's alright. The film's dialogue is bad though. I don't think the film's very well written. It's pretty shit in a way. But there's heart moments though. There's heartfelt moments. But very little. The score by Stephanie and Economou, I mean, the score is alright. It's just, it's like a rom-com score. It's nothing memorable. It's nothing great. I feel like the first movie had such a better score. The first movie had a great score, funny enough. But the best part of this movie, though, the movie that keeps this from being terrible, is that it's shot well. It's by, the DP is Barry Peterson, who actually DP'd the 21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street, and the surprisingly good Dungeons & Dragons, Honor Among Thieves. And it's well shot. That's a good thing about this movie. It's pretty well shot, and the cinematography is good. I like being in Greece. It was cool. You know, it's kind of like what I felt for The Equalizer 3, except that's a better movie. But it was cool. I like being in Greece. It was cool. So I'd say the DP, the shot for the film, is good. The editing by Annette Davey and Craig Herring is alright. I mean, the editing is kind of weak in a way. I don't like shit talking people, but the editing is a little weird. I feel like there's a lot of phasing in, phasing out. I felt the editing was not great in a way. I don't know if it's on them or just like what happened. I don't know. No, something happened. All around, I thought this movie was bad. It had what keeps it from being terrible. But it is though. That's the thing. This movie is terrible because I was like thinking last night about this movie and just being like, this fucking sucks. Because of just the potential, and that's what disappoints me in a way. Because it's like there's some real heart shit, and like a family going through grief. It could have been better. That's the issue that I have. It could have been better, and when I see the potential, and I see how it comes out, it kind of makes me sad. So if I'm gonna give it a rating, it's not shit. I mean, I can't say it's terrible. Because I've seen worse movies. But the comedy's pretty bad here. It's pretty bad comedy. Nothing. And the things that made me laugh is just the stupid shit that happens sometimes. But other than that, I get real just like while watching the movie. Like, yeah, that's not funny. Right? I didn't even like grin. It was like this. Okay, what am I doing here? But I'm gonna give it a low 2. A low 2. It could be a 1. But what keeps it away from being a 1 is that there's heartfelt moments. I got a little emotional at the end of this fucking movie. I got a little bit emotional. And that's what keeps it from being 1. Because if no fucking 1 can get me a little emotional. But this is a low 2. Bad movie. This is a movie I'd probably forget in like a few fucking days. This is a movie where I'm just gonna like, I saw it. And let's forget that movie ever happened. Just see my Greek Wedding 1 and be happy. Be happy with the first one. And be happy. But anyways, those are my thoughts for my Big Fat Greek Wedding 3.